Good morning, people interwebs. It's morning for me. I don't know what time it is for you. Anyway, today we're doing an open house at the shop in a car show, and it's gonna be a little bit of a vlog day video, and I'm gonna film my wrist ringing. I have a little bit of a display set up right now for the Forester, so I got the garage kind of display-y looking, and the MR2 is actually on the other side of the shop right now. And I figured since I have two press cars to review this week, I would put them on display because they're stock, but they're pretty, they're brand new. So I got these two this week, 2021 4Runner Trail Edition and a 2021 Infinity Q50 Red Sport. Fred and Brandon are riding around on their BMX bikes today. You look like you're getting ready to go steal something.
I mean, I'm wearing the appropriate attire.
How come you have a blue wheel on the back?
I don't know, I bought this bike for $100.
I gotta put my face diaper back on so I can go out around people. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, up above my head is a link to a video that has nothing to do with what I'm doing today. But in some way that will get you caught up on what this something. I don't know. At least I didn't ask you to subscribe or like. That's just lame.
Hello, strangers. No one knows who I am with my haircut now and my mask on. I'm a stranger danger, Sarah.
This brings back memories. It's the two of us walking around a car meet, except it's not cars and coffee, it's cars and hot dogs.
My favorite kind, cars and wieners. I've got my tag.
Oh my god, it's Boss Hog. It's Boss Hog.
No shit.
From the Dukes of Hazzard. So we have an eclectic mix of vehicles. Everything from trucks, mini trucks, to NSXs, to old muscle cars. There's literally everything here. Every genre of car.
But don't scratch. Yeah, boy. No, don't touch. Oh my god, I just touched it. I'm gonna go now.
That's cool. It's a Triumph. That's pretty sick. Twin turbo Lambo. I haven't seen one of those Colts in a long time. It's basically like a little Evo. That is super cool. Are they giving out the awards now?
They already did.
You guys probably remember that truck right there. I actually filmed a review on that a while back. So one of you gave me a really awesome little gift, and it's a little focus camera. It's a little center cap Audi logo from the Audi Academy, and then she's outside just joking around holding it and acts like she's proposing to me.
I feel like this is the perfect way to propose.
And literally people started coming up to us thinking she was literally proposing. And I was like, oh, no. It's like
I still can't get over how ridiculous. Because I did it on a whim. I thought it was funny because it looks like a little proposal box, and it'd be something that I feel like I would propose to you with. And someone thought it was real. I still can't get over it. I think it'll be a gem for me for all day today.
it was awkward and funny at the same time.
It was very awkward, but I think that's what made it so funny.
So we got a hot dog truck. So instead of cars and coffee, it's cars and wieners. Hot dogs, sandwiches, burritos. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty bomb right now. And I didn't even know, this guy literally had Denzel Washington, Herbie Hancock, Michelle Obama all eat his hot dog truck. That is insane. I did not know that. I was inside eating and I totally missed who won the awards because I do wonderful things like that. But this is what won most thick. Most thick.
Hell yeah.
It's a couple days later and headed to the shop because we actually broke Celine's truck off-roading and kind of discovered that it's probably not safe for her to even drive it right now. That's crazy. It's even snowing still here at the shop. That's awesome. Too bad it's gonna melt in like 5 seconds. I have to walk on my heels because my feet aren't waterproof.
Oh.
And this is so awkward. Why didn't I buy real Uggs? What is wrong with me? So the reason why Celine's truck is not really drivable right now and what happened off-roading, if you see that upper ball joint right now in the center of the screen, there's over a 1/4 inch of play in that upper ball joint. You can grab the whole wheel and move it back and forth. It's bad. And you could feel it while you were driving too. It was kind of like doing weird shimmy things. And every time you hit a bump, you could hear a loud clunk. Oh, they're wrapped up so well. Luckily though, I thought ahead and ordered parts to solve this issue. Look at those beefy bad chickens. These right here are a set of custom upper control arms I ordered from 4x4parts.com. And thank you to Mike for helping me get these quickly because they are made custom order for each vehicle. Just like this. Now I can dump this tire off. Like so. I'm going to be replacing everything. I have a complete new tie rod assembly, inner and outer, with the adjustment link in the center. I thought I was going to clear the bumper. I guess not. Jeez. Out with the old. Give me wheel. Since this video started out as a vlog, my whole goal is to just get the stuff prepped and ready. And the next video, I'm going to install everything and adjust the lift and the ride height. Ideally, I would have had a separate video for the open house and a separate video for this, but that's just not how it worked out with filming. And I kind of think you guys wouldn't enjoy a video just on the open house on itself, because it's not the same as actually just being here. Had to get this thing down on the ground so I get these bolts out. I don't have a high enough jack stand to use on a lift. There's that bolt. 10 mil. I know some of you are gonna lose your mind because I don't have this thing up in the air, but I don't have a ton of upper body strength. So doing stuff that's super heavy like this, especially where I require a floor jack, it feels a lot safer to me to just have it closer down on the ground. Until I get some of those big extendo jack stands. Come on. I've yet to try out this new ball joint tool. I've been wanting to use this on something. I just haven't had a purpose until now. This should hopefully make separating this upper control arm a lot easier. Come on. Oh my god! There you go, it's out! Holy shit, that was in there tight! I'm glad I had this thing down on the ground to do that, because if this would have been up in the air, that probably would have hit me in the face. I was really trying not to have to take the spindle and the brake off if I didn't have to. I shouldn't have to, honestly, because there's a nut that holds the lower ball joint in place. I'm not putting any tension on the axle. That's why I have the floor jack underneath it. So it's keeping that axle from overextending. I gotta get some tools, some big swivel rods to hold shit while I'm working on the lift. I don't have any yet. Ta-da! This right here was the ball joint that's bad. Hard to tell, but when it was on the truck, you could literally move this upper control arm on the ball joint like this. Really don't want this upper control arm in my face. Come on. Whew, got it. Look at that. I know it just went through some extreme trauma, but that thing is bad. I don't want to have my spindle and brake flying all over the place. So I'm gonna safety wire this thing in its spot. This stuff is super, super thin. I should have had a heavier gauge safety wire for this, but this is all I got, so. This is an absolute terrible safety wire job. QA would never approve of this. Aircraft maintainers watching this, do not judge me. I've been out of the military over 5 years now, so my safety wiring skills are a tad rusty. Celine's been busy over here cleaning up the suspension parts for me, so it'd be ready to start putting some of this POR 15 on, so I can get all the stuff all nice and painted up. That way it's ready to start assembling all the new parts. This stuff smells so terrible, it's not even funny. Like, wearing a respirator is not an option with this. You have to wear one. I got lucky and I didn't really have a lot of brush marks or runs last time. Not that I really cared if I did, because it's not a show car. Smells a lot less like toxic gases in here, and that looks a lot like clean painted shit. It's not too bad. It looks good from about 6 feet away. That's all that matters. It's gonna get scratched up with rocks anyway. I mean, considering I didn't mask or tape anything off, I just kind of like shoved the brush into crevices and hoped for the best. It turned out the best if you're drunk, I guess. I mean, no one's gonna look back here, and this thing's never gonna get washed. Celine, will you ever wash under your truck? Ever?
Nope.
Never. I need to get chairs for in here. I feel bad. Still gotta fix that leaking rear main seal / oil pan though. That's going to suck. Oop. I'm gonna end this video off here though, but before I go, I just wanna say thank you for everyone that came out to the open house car show. Those guys are super stoked because it was a bigger turnout than they were expecting. I was shocked at how many people actually showed up that wanted to meet me. The fact that you guys watch this channel and care enough that you actually want to talk to me in person, I just like, that's so crazy. I don't know. It's just weird to me to think that that's like real life. And I thank you. That means a lot. So when we do another car meets, I will definitely let you guys know on the channel or on Instagram or something. And yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon with another video, and I'll get to work on this here soon. That's gonna be it though, because I have to start on my other projects. I have parts for all of them waiting. So, bye.